2, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to GoNuts for Gaming live from the shop Discord page. Tonight we are discussing in honor of Phase 3. Is it Phase 3, everybody?
Yes.
Phase 3,
yeah. We are able to open the gaming area of the shop again at reduced capacity. So we are going to talk about all the amazing board games we have available to rent and do our World Cup of available board games to play in the store.
Very specific World Cup.
Very
Fantastic.
specific.
Very, very specific.
There's an acronym for that, I'm sure. Oh, Siri. My Siri just kicked in and went, the World Cup final from 2018. Oh, very good. Thank you, Siri. Odd, very odd. Anywho. Will there be hookers for?
Yeah.
Hey, people
on the thread.
People, including Jerry, stop typing in the chat because we're recording the chat. If you want to put it in the chat, be tasteful and nice.
Can you delete that one?
I can. I think I can.
Damn those people.
Yeah, bold people. Right. Jerry, do you want to mention any upcoming new releases that are coming out next week? There's Magic the Gathering Core Set 2021 is out. You can come in and buy pre-release packs and boosters and all the associated product. There's no big board game releases. Jumping out of the top of my head, but Warhammer stuff, Jerry?
The big Warhammer stuff running would be the final installment of the Psychic Awakening series. Pariah. So they're going into the Pariah Nexus.
Cool. So that's all up for pre-order on Saturday. So let us know.
All up for pre-order tomorrow. So I'll be there tomorrow if people want to pre-order stuff off me.
We're also excited because we're getting in some Bellagio paints in the store.
Yes.
To complement the Citadel range. So they'll be in the next couple of weeks. So there you go.
So
without further ado, let's start with Group 1. So what we have is 8 groups of 8 games. They're seated in rank from Boardgame Geek. So what we're going to discuss is, should the top 4 go through, or is there games in the bottom 4 of the group that should go through over the top 4? Because sometimes a game can be highly ranked on Boardgame Geek and is not good.
Not good.
Right, so Group 1, here we go. Wonder Par. I don't know what you mean by that, Jerry.
Instead of the word he was saying can be under par.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. Not good.
Tasteful. Very tasteful.
Much like this podcast.
So
but anyway.
Here is Group 1, everybody. So you can see for yourself, Brass Birmingham, Food Chain Magnate, Quacks of Kreidenberg, Sagrada, Century Spice Road, Tiny Towns, Jamaica, and Grim Forest. So in the last 32, we'll talk about the games more in depth and what kind of games they are and stuff. But we're going to just quickly go through and see the top 4, seeded 1 to 4, deserve to go through from that group. Does that make sense with everyone?
Aye.
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
Is there any games in that top 4 that don't deserve to go through, do you think, Chappie?
In my opinion, I'd have Jamaica in there instead of Sagrada.
Okay.
Well, I've never played Brass Birmingham or Food Chain Magnate, so I would get rid of both of those, and I would put in Jamaica and probably Century.
Yeah, I would agree with that, actually.
I've seen people playing all of them, actually, and I've played... I know, Jamaica is just like...
I've only played 3 of them.
It's a quirky little game. It's a quirky little game.
Jamaica is... Jamaica's been around since 2004.
Yeah.
But I think Jamaica and Century Spice Road should go through instead of Brass and Food Chain Magnet because they're
Well,
super heavy.
yeah, well, again,
They
because the game's
They
super
are.
heavy doesn't make it bad.
No.
I've heard
No.
exceptional things about Brass Birmingham, so I wouldn't
And
exclude it just because I
Food
haven't played
Magnum.
it. You know?
Are we all in agreement then, guys, that we'll dump Brass and Food Chain and put in Century and Jamaica?
Yes, I can only say that because I've played both of those two games and enjoyed them. So
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go with that then.
Aye.
Cool. Right.
This is just going to show me how many games I haven't played. I need to play Brass Birmingham and I need to play Food Chain Magnate.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Sagrada and Century. Okay, group 2. So guys, chat away there. Group 2.
Terraforming Mars, Blood Rage,
Wow.
Pandemic, I'm assuming, Res Arcana, Dixit, Sheriff of Nottingham, Coup, and When I Dream.
I can't.
Yeah.
I just can't believe When I Dream is so low down. That game is brilliant.
I can't believe Blood Rage is so high.
But bear in mind, party games don't get a good rap on BGG.
But I don't know if it's a party game though. There's a bit more to it than just a party game. When I Dream.
It's considered a party game though, Jerry.
Yeah. All right.
Well, the Sheriff of Nottingham's class. I think that's again considered a party game, is it? But very, very good.
Yeah.
What do we think?
I've been putting Pandemic top of the list anyway.
Yeah, well, Pandemic has to go through.
Yeah.
Who's played
I'd
Blood
say
Rage?
Res Arcana has to as well.
Blood Rage is an okay game. It's not.
I'm
a
not
be-all
impressed by
and
Blood Rage.
end-all game that people are claiming it to be.
What did you not say? You said you don't like it, Jerry. No.
No, I don't.
Okay. Is there something about
I think
it?
Terraforming Mars is an amazing game. So
I've never played it, but I haven't heard a bad thing about it, Roman.
Always wanted to play that.
For a small pick up and play game, Coup is brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think When I Dream is brilliant.
Okay, so
Like,
do we get rid of Blood Rage? Do we get rid of Res Arcana? Because Pandemic and Terraforming Mars are going through.
I wasn't that overly gone on Terraforming. I think Res Arcana is better than Terraforming Mars.
You think so?
Yeah, I'd be putting Res Arcana through, Pandemic through, Coup through, and probably Sheriff of Nottingham would be my ones.
Yeah, Sheriff of Nottingham. I'm just looking at ones I've played, but Sheriff of Nottingham, yeah. When I Dream. Yeah, I agree with Jerry. That's really low, isn't it?
Pandemic, Res Arcana.
I'd say
What else did you say,
When
guys?
I Dream.
I'd say Sheriff of Nottingham and Coup.
Oh, it's a battle of the ages there.
Sheriff is better crack than When I Dream.
Sheriff, okay. Sheriff over Coup or Sheriff over When I Dream?
Sheriff over When I Dream, for me.
Jerry, same question.
I don't like Sheriff at all.
You know?
Nope.
Ooh.
Pete?
I like Sheriff. Played it a lot. I enjoy it a lot. So
I would put Sheriff in over Coup because I think When I Dream is very, very good.
Well, Coup and Sheriff are both kind of bluffy social deduction games, I guess.
I think When I Dream is a lot better than Sheriff of Nottingham.
When I Dream is really, really good.
Okay. I'm going to make the decision. When I Dream and Sheriff of Nottingham and leave Coup. Okay? Happy?
Yeah, that's grand, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Group of the 3. Okay, so group 3, Twilight Imperium, Root, Clank, Carcassonne. Sorry about my spelling.
Really?
Tapestry, War Chest, Betrayal, and Ice Cool.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I would agree with Twilight Imperium. I would agree with Clank. I would agree with Carcassonne. I would probably
Heavy hitters, right?
I would probably put Tapestry in instead of Root, but that's again because I have not played Root. So
yeah.
War
but I
Chest
hear
is
that
fairly
Root
good.
is amazing.
Oh, have you not played Root, Mark?
No, I've never played Root.
Okay. I suppose
I personally
Root is
love
made by the
I
same
love
people
Ice
as-
Cool, but again, I love it for playing with the kids more than it being a compelling game.
Yeah. I thought we played Root. Yeah, James, I thought we did play Root.
No, did we
Maybe that
not
wasn't
play
Mark.
Vast? I played Vast with
We
somebody.
did. We played both.
Yeah. Well, Vast and Root are the same people.
Yeah.
We played both of them though.
I know I haven't played Root.
Yeah.
At
We
least
have, me and you have, Jerry, for sure.
Now,
Yeah, for sure.
having said that, if I have played Root with ye and I can't remember it, then it's obviously not worth putting on the list.
Oh, and to be specific, sorry for cutting over your mic. That is Clank in Space.
Yeah,
It was hired out more than
Yeah.
regular Clank in the shop, and it's highly ranked.
I own Clank
There's
in
like
Space, but I prefer regular Clank.
There's a difference of 400 spots with Clank in Space and Clank.
No way.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm Root and Clank in Space, and which are the two? Trail is a huge favorite.
Twilight
I like
Imperium
War
is an
Chest.
amazing game.
Twilight Imperium, yeah.
For as big as that game is, like I've only played it once or twice, but it's a fantastic game. And if you've got a small group and they know what they're doing, like me, you, and Jerry played the new edition.
In about an hour and a half or so.
Yeah, it was an hour and a half or 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Jerry built a war planet. I remember Jerry built a war planet trying to take over my land, and
That's not. I built a war planet in response to aggressive maneuvers on my eastern space flank.
So look, Twilight Imperium through, Root through, Clank through.
I tip out.
Me personally, I would go between Carcassonne and Betrayal.
Is there nobody saying War Chest? Does anybody? Anybody think?
It's not in the top 4.
Yeah, it's not top.
Okay.
It's up against bigger hitters here.
It's up against.
I'd put Tapestry in ahead of Carcassonne, dude.
Betrayal is better than Carcassonne.
I don't know. Carcassonne is a classic. I really like Carcassonne.
And it's nearly 20. It's 20 years old this year. Like,
yeah.
Twilight. What did we get through? Oh yeah, Root and Clank. Tapestry is better than Betrayal. Yes, but it's hard not to put Carcassonne through, though, isn't it? Is it? Am I mad?
I could see why it should be there, Ronan. Do you know what I mean? But if it was me picking my personal top 4, I wouldn't have it there. But like, kind of looking at it objectively, it should be there, I guess.
Okay, Mark, you played Carcassonne more than any of us.
Yeah.
I want your opinion. Carcassonne, should it go through, or is Tapestry or Betrayal better than?
I would, if it was my choice, I would put Twilight, Clank, Carcassonne, and Tapestry. Would be my 4.
You haven't played Root, you see.
I haven't played Root.
Tapestry, Carcassonne, or Betrayal?
I don't think Betrayal is that good. The Legacy game was fun because it was the story, but Betrayal on the House of the Hill is an okay game.
Okay, let's put that to the side. So, it should have been called Scooby-Doo, the board game, though. But,
pretty much.
Tapestry versus Carcassonne.
They're making a Scooby-Doo version of it.
Yeah, they are.
Tapestry gets my vote, Ronan, but I'm slightly.
Have you an opinion on this?
Not really. I don't. I haven't played half of those, so I'll have to leave. War Chest and Twilight Imperium are the ones that I know. Ice Cool as well. There's 3 that I know.
So, Mark, Tapestry versus Carcassonne.
Oh Jesus, that is a tough one.
Yeah.
I would say Carcassonne, but only because it would be playable with more people, if you know what I mean, more different types of people. Tapestry, Tapestry, it's kind of a niche thing. It's not overly complicated, but I think the larger group of people will get more enjoyment out of Carcassonne.
I think it got a lot of hype because of who made it, but I
really enjoyed it.
No, I think it's great, but I prefer playing Carcassonne, especially with all the expansions.
Yeah.
I've had more fun playing Carcassonne. So, first controversial decision of the night is that Carcassonne Novels Tapestry.
Yeah.
There you go. Group 4.
Again, that's Root. That's another game I need to play. So.
Yeah. So Group 4. Mage Knight, Patchwork, Memoir 44, King Domino, Dice Forge, Robo Rally, Cash and Guns, Sean's favorite, and Cards Against Humanity. Look at the ranking.
Why is Cards Against Humanity even on this list?
Because it's rented out.
Yeah, but it's not a game.
It's in the library.
It's not a game.
And we get at least 3 people.
Technically, it's a game.
It's in the library, and therefore people rent it, so it has to be classified as a game.
Why
would it not?
Joke Legos make that game. What's Joke Lego, James? James is saying something is Joke Lego. Okay.
I would say Mage Knight, Memoir 44, King Domino, and again I haven't played Patchwork. I think I've played Dice Forge once, and I've played Robo Rally, but don't enjoy it. So I'd go with the top 4.
No, you don't enjoy it. Well, let me tell you, Patchwork is going through because it's one of the most rented games in the store.
Yeah, well, I'd go with the top 4 then as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cash and Guns isn't a great game. It's only fun to play against Sean because he gets really worked up when everyone points a good at. Cards Against Humanity isn't a game, and Robo Rally is okay but not great, and Dice Forge is likewise okay but not great.
Mage Knight, I played one day during lockdown on a Tuesday while I was waiting to get all my deliveries together and waiting to hear back from people. Over a series of 2 days, I played Mage Knight solo, and it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Very, very good. So Mage Knight, Patchwork, Memoir, 44.
King Domino.
King Domino, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't played Queen Domino yet. Apparently Queen Domino is much better. Domino. But King Domino is a great introductory game as well for new people. For hobby board game virgins. No jokes, please. Firstly. Right.
Well, kids like it as well, to be honest with you.
Group 5.
Group 5.
Okay. So, we got Star Wars Rebellion, Azul, Dead of Winter, Sushi Go Party, Love Letter, Cthulhu spelled Earthways Death May Die, Bang the Dice Game, and Machikoro.
Oh, wow.
The shocking thing there is how low ranked Machikoro is.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing.
It's for such a fun game, yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars Rebellion is a good game, but I've only played it once. These are all really good games, and I've played them all. So.
Yeah. Machikoro completed Legacy when you play the Machikoro after the Legacy that we did.
Yeah.
Is really, really good. Oh. Better than Machikoro. But no one's got a chance to rent it out yet. So.
Yeah. If it was me, I would push Cthulhu Death May Die instead of Star Wars Rebellion.
Okay.
I would leave Sushi Go Party because that is actually quite good. Dead of Winter is good. And
it's getting old though, isn't it? Dead of Winter is a bit old.
Yeah, but if you're saying Dead of Winter is a bit old, then Betrayal on the House on the Hill was way older than that. And
yeah.
A lot of the games are old, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Good point taken. And
like Pandemic is old at that point.
But Sushi Go Party is great. It's going through.
Machikoro is great as well. They're all these. I would think this is a more heavy hitter group than the one with Root in it.
That's true. It is true.
You know, there was only one game from that group that was going to get excluded, where there's 4 games in this group that. Now,
so we're putting through Machikoro and Sushi Go. What other 2?
I would put through Cthulhu Death May Die. That is a brilliant game.
Jerry, what say you?
I would say Dead of Winter, Sushi Go, Cthulhu, Death May Die, and Machikoro.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Wouldn't say
No one's
I
fighting for
haven't
Love
played.
Letter.
It's,
I am.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did I not say Love Letter?
No, you
I
didn't
meant
know.
Love
I
Letter.
was.
Sorry, I meant Love Letter instead of Sushi Go. Sorry.
oh no.
Dead of Winter,
I was
Love
with you
Letter,
until then.
Cthulhu, and Machikoro.
Dead of Winter, Love Letter, Sushi Go, and Cthulhu.
Well, I tell you
Uh,
now, okay. Sushi Go and Machikoro are going through because they are very, very popular in the store. So it's between the
Yeah,
other
but
six.
are we voting
Cthulhu
on
and
what's the
Midnight.
most popular game in the store, or what we think should be
Well,
the
we're
most
voting
popular
on.
game?
I think. Well, we're all voting on different things, I suppose. So what I would rather see is that we're voting on games that are good to rent in the store.
Oh, then
Well,
Cthulhu Death May
I'm.
Die is top of the list.
What?
Cthulhu
Oh,
Death May Die is top of the list. Sushi Go is second.
Okay.
Machikoro is
Love Letter.
third.
Like
And
if you
Azul
were
is
in the
fourth.
store and someone came up to you and said, "Oh, what would you recommend?"
Cthulhu Death
From
May
this
Die.
Out of that list. Okay.
Yeah.
Cthulhu Death May Die.
Dead of Winter, Love Letter, Machikoro, and Cthulhu, Death May Die.
Yeah.
I would say
There's
Cthulhu
a-
Death May Die, Sushi Go, Machikoro, and Azul.
I think Love Letter should be there as well.
I do
Yeah.
too, because I just to say from
Okay.
a very limited point of view, I say Love Letter. I'd also say Star Wars Rebellion, but then again, I'm the only one. But Sushi Go and
Star Wars
Death May
Rebellion
Die.
is
Star Wars
good.
Rebellion does
Jesus,
not
it takes
deserve
an
to be
age.
number 7. And that's Star Wars nerds getting the
Yeah,
rocks off of it.
Star Wars Rebellion is a good game, but Cthulhu Death May Die
It's-
is a
It's-
equally
it's-
weighted game and better and faster.
Do you
That's
think
people
it's
rank
number?
where it
It
is,
should be number 7 in Board Game Geek.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
though.
yeah.
No,
Is it that good?
no, it's not that good.
You see, it's
Do you know what I mean?
it kind of it does typify the ranking in Board Game Geeks, So
Yeah.
yeah, it's one
But
of these
like, if
two-player
unless
heavy
they were like
strategy.
huge
Star Wars in a
Wars
box
nerds
game. Yeah.
and like really experienced gamers, I would not recommend Star Wars Rebellion off that list to them.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No. Okay, so we're gonna put through Sushi Go Party, Machikoro, Love Letter, and Cthulhu Death May Die.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think Dead of Winter should be in there.
Well,
But what
would you get rid of?
Get rid of what though?
Sushi Go Party.
No,
Really?
Sushi Go Party is brilliant.
Yeah.
No. Okay, I'm gonna ask the public.
I'd
Dead
get
of
rid of
Winter
Love
or
Letter
Sushi
before
Go
Sushi.
Party?
I'd get rid
Dead
of
of
Love
Winter or
Letter before.
Sushi Go Party, people.
I'd get rid of Love Letter before I'd get rid of Sushi Go. So I'd go Dead of Winter or Love Letter.
Malachi, our
Sushi,
best
please.
listener,
Yeah.
and Sean. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Keep Sushi.
Did you say that? Oh yeah, it's not scrolling down for me. Okay, cool. So,
Yes, Jared, they're all games that are for rent in the board game library. I think Jared might have missed the start of the whole thing.
alrighty. So that's Sushi Go, Machikoro, Cthulhu Death May Die, and Love Letter.
Perfect.
Okay. Group the next. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there's an honorable mention for Monopoly. It didn't make
Why?
the cut.
Oh.
Because it's a game people like playing, man.
What group are we at? 6. So there we go. 7 Wonders Duel. We can heap in 7 Wonders to that, but 7 Wonders Duel is a better game. Lords of Waterdeep. Ticket to Ride Europe. Again, all the ticket price for Ticket to Ride Europe is probably the best one. Just One, Barron Park, Catan, Camelot, and Rock Paper Wizard.
Oh wow. I'll put mine through first. Lords of Waterdeep, Ticket to Ride, Just One, and Camelot.
Yeah, well, I think Ticket to Ride has to go through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And probably Lords of Waterdeep. So we'll do that.
I don't enjoy Seven Wonders, and I've never played Seven Wonders Duel, but that's because I don't enjoy Seven Wonders. So, and I know they're not really the same game. But
I would say Ticket to Ride, Lords of Waterdeep, Catan and Camel Up.
Yeah.
Catan,
Gary?
you nerd.
Yeah, whatever.
Ticket to Ride, Just One, Catan, and Camel Up. I would not
Catan.
have 7 words.
Yeah.
Because it's a good game for people. If people walk into the shop and ask me for a game to play, that would be one of the ones I'd recommend them.
They teach
And
Catan to primary school kids in Germany. There's a lot. I mean,
I wouldn't recommend Lords of Waterdeep to people.
Why not?
It's
I
terrible.
I would, because Lords of Waterdeep is probably the best worker placement game you could probably play next to maybe Stone Age.
Okay.
For beginners, like.
Yeah.
But just Lords of Waterdeep, not the
Beginners.
expansion, because the expansion makes people be mean.
So,
It doesn't, really.
It does, Mark.
No.
But like for
only a bloody
new
full
game, for
I
new
played
people.
anyway.
Okay. So on we go. Group the 7. Group the 7. Group 7. Scythe, Rising Sun, Time Stories, Role Player, King of Tokyo, Libertalia, The
wow.
Mind, Exploding Kittens.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, I went first in the last group, so I'll let somebody else go first this time.
Jerry, you go first.
Give me 1 second. I would agree with it all, except I'd switch Role Player out for King of Tokyo.
Yeah, okay. Pete, your 2 cents?
My 2 cents is Scythe, Time Stories, The Mind, and King of Tokyo.
Why do you like playing the Mind, Pete? You're terrible at it.
Because I enjoy, for the similar reasons that you like to watch Sean playing Catching Guns, I like to watch people explode when I don't get it right.
And you call me a troll. I would say Scythe, Rising Sun, King of Tokyo, and Libertalia.
Okay.
I also, enjoy seeing James, possibly one of the calmest people in the world, explode playing the Mind with me as well. So,
I think he just explodes when he's playing games with you, though. I don't think it's got anything to do with the Mind.
Right. Oh, sorry. Bye.
James, correct me if I'm wrong.
James put up just a lovely picture of Patrick meditating.
Right, class.
So what are we saying? Scythe,
Rising
Sun,
King of Tokyo, and Libertalia.
Okay. No. Have you seen the new King of Tokyo that's coming out? It's like the black and white DC Magic cards.
Yeah.
So they're bringing out like this black and white dark DC kind of version of King of Tokyo, which
sexy.
Scythe, King of Tokyo, Libertalia. Libertalia. And what else? What was the last one, guys?
Scythe, Rising Sun, King of Tokyo, and Libertalia.
Rising Sun. Okay. Last group, I believe. And then we can get into it. Group of the 8s. Okay, Group 8, Wingspan, Codenames, Santorini, Mysterium, Bunny Kingdom, Potion Explosion, Rhino Hero Super Battle, and Bucket O Doom.
Look at the rank on Bucket of Doom. 18.
I know.
Yeah.
Up against rank 20. Wow.
It's better. It's way better than Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the... Well, Wingspan has to go through. Let's just get that right?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yes, it does, James.
It does, James.
I'll go. Will I? So
and Rhino Hero. Me and Jerry, I bet you. Jerry, do you remember that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It really was.
Rhino Hero Super Battle. Remind me of which one that is. Is it the one where you've got to build?
The House of Cards Jenga type game.
Yeah, I played with Sarah. That was an epic day on that one. So yeah, for me though, Santorini, Bunny Kingdom, Rhino Superhero, and Bucket of Doom.
We need a tribal borders Rhino Hero Championship, says Malcolm.
Class idea.
That's a brilliant idea. We should definitely do that. Using 40k rhinos. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Code names. Oh yeah, code names.
I would say Wingspan, Potion Explosion, Code Names, and Bunny Kingdom.
So I think the common game, the Wingspan, Code Names, Rhino Hero. We need a fourth one. Personally, I think Bunny Kingdom is very, 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 very good. Santorini is very, 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 very popular.
What's the three you've got?
Wingspan, Code Names, Rhino Hero Super Battle.
Potion Explosion.
Okay. Code Names
Yeah, I
has
agree
to
with the
go.
three, but I put in Santorini as well. Santorini is class.
Can
It's
I?
really popular. And it's
I'll bring
simple.
you back to a night of gaming in the store where we were playing Code Names. Well, I don't think I was playing, but Mark was playing with James.
Oh, God.
And Brad Pitt. Remember?
Yeah.
I've had more fun playing Code Names than many games.
Yeah,
Code
Names were putting through.
Grab.
Wingspan, Code Names, Rhino Hero were going through.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry.
I would
why was I arguing there?
I would put Potion Explosion through as the fourth.
People just like arguing with me for some fucking reason. I don't know.
Matt Damon. It was Matt Damon, James. Yeah, you're right. Bunny Kingdom is good, but a little tricky if you aren't already a big board gamer. That's a good point, I suppose.
I'd argue that I'm not a board gamer. In all fairness, and I play very few of these. But I got taught Shut up, you! I got taught Bunny Kingdom, and it was no big deal at all. It was no problem. So
have you played Santorini, guys?
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Yeah, Santorini's great. I put that on my list.
I haven't played Santorini.
Okay, I'm going to force Santorini through. Is that agreeable?
Yeah, it is with me.
Go on.
Cool. Okay, so that's our 32. Where you?
Super duper.
Look at that. That is our 32, right? So they're all seeded like they were in the group. So hopefully, Scythe won't meet Wingspan until the final. Oh.
So these are one-on-ones now, is it?
Yeah. Okay. So, what have we got? Oh, the first. No, the group stage has been done, Jerry. What is? So we get our images now. We have this versus Here you are. Sorry now. Where the fuck is it going?
I'm just
there it is. How does Q go fit in between P and R?
I don't know.
Because that's where Q goes. Is it?
I have no idea. I don't care.
Anyway, there we go, guys. So first pairing is Century Spice World versus Quacks of Kardingberg.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will vote for Quacks.
I will vote for Century.
Personally, I prefer Century Spice World. I think it's very, very good. Particularly the Golem edition. It just looks pretty.
I think
Right.
you taught me how to play. Oops, sorry, go on.
Jerry, what?
Quacks.
Game 4.
It's a nice, simple little game. It's like I've taught three non-gamers how to play it in very little time, and like the first game you could kind of put as a write-off while they're getting used to the mechanics, but every subsequent game after that, they clicked it. It's
So
beautiful.
essentially, for people who haven't played Quacks, it's a push-your-luck game where you're creating potions to get points, essentially. And most points wins. So you push your luck by creating a token bag, like a dice bag or like a deck builder or a bag builder. And you're plucking out ingredients for your potion to move further along the points track on your little cauldron. It's really clever. It won the Spiel award back in 2018.
Yeah.
Essentially, Spice Road is very good, very cheap to buy, really easy to learn.
But looks boring as all hell.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
that's why I'm saying the gold edition.
Oh, because it looks
Can I
prettier.
give it? Can I give like again another kind of new person to board games kind of view, because you taught me how to play that, Ronan, on a gameathon night, and
Oh, that's right.
it was like madness, like it was like early hours of the morning, but it was fun, easy to learn, and it was addictive. I found Spice Road is addictive, so from my point of view, I that's why I like Spice Road.
So is that two all?
Yeah, I would essentially, the reason I would pick Quacks, because they're kind of the same. I would view them as kind of the same type of game, but I would rate Quacks better because I think there's more to it.
Okay, well, people, that's 2-all. Give us your opinion there. Thumbs up against the pictures, etc. Quacks. Probably will be Quacks.
I think it'll be Quacks too.
Century isn't bad, but it's dry compared to Quacks.
The spices for cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed it to a duck.
But I think Quacks is going to get it. We don't want to hang on too long, right?
Yeah, I think Quacks.
So Quacks goes through.
Unless anyone else. No. It's closed. Voting closed.
So next up. Oh God. Okay. Okay.
Quacks won, Jerry, while you had stepped away.
Oh, I heard, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. We need some jazz music for the hold. Jerry, do you know any good jazz music?
There is no good jazz music.
Stop.
Oh, boo. Boo.
Twilight Imperium versus
Crisps.
Crisps. Sorry. Codenames.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
There you
Twilight
go.
Imperium.
I am too.
Yeah, unfortunately for Codenames, as much fun as Codenames is, Twilight Imperium is very, very, very good.
Very good.
Personally, that looks like a heavy hitter against the.
You're right, James. The shop isn't open long enough for people to rent it. That's a good point. That is a very, very good point. It's there to rent, though. But as Mark said, if you know what you're doing and you come prepared, you can get a game of Twilight Imperium in. Jerry?
Well, we played it in under 2 hours, and I'd never played the game before.
Yep.
At all.
None of us did.
Totally agree with you, Jerry.
You'd played the other version, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I never
No,
played any
I
version of it.
the first game I played at Twilight Imperium was that Game & Watch.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had
I'd
played
go.
3rd edition back in the Mill Street shop before the counter even
Yeah.
got rearranged. So it was
The
like
day when I got very cross.
yeah.
It's about 18 years ago. That.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I'd go TI. I'd go TI as well.
Yeah.
There you go, Pete.
Yeah, Twilight Imperium. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Hard luck, code names. Code names
I'd like to kill names.
it's going to be so
So
much
Twilight
better than
Imperium.
some of the games.
Noosh. So next up we have
James, I would honestly say that this is probably one of the only pairings where I wouldn't pick code names. There's only about 4 games that I would pick above it.
So the game that always reminds me of Gentle Ben from Germany
Libertalia.
versus
That gets my vote. That's just such a brilliant game.
It is a good game, and every time we go to play it, well, I think I won't enjoy it again, but you do. You just end up doing it. Granny Wada and all.
Granny Wada, the monkey.
Granny Wada is up against anyway.
The cursed monkey.
Up against a family favorite of the lockdown in our house. Bing.
Sagrada. Oh, these are both very good.
So over the lockdown, I really love Sagrada. So Sagrada's getting my vote. It's a little dice game where you're mixing and matching colors and numbers of dice to form a grid that forms a lovely stained glass window. And Libertalia is I suppose it's a bluffing type card guessing game.
Libertalia is one of the hardest games to explain.
It is pretty hard. James, how would you describe Libertalia? James is very good with dry.
Yeah.
Yar.
I am also.
Jerry, what do you say?
Oh yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
man.
No, well, Jerry's just eating something there, so I was gonna.
I've never played Sagrada, but I don't like Libertalia.
Oh.
I'd probably lean towards Sagrada, to be honest, just because I've seen people playing it.
Yeah. The Sagrada.
So everybody, that's Jerry, the pirate lover. Yeah. We all know how Jerry loves his pirates. Doesn't like Libertalia.
Yeah, well, I went to Germany just there before Christmas to visit Ben, and I brought Libertalia with me. But I would still vote for Sagrada because I played that with my 2 kids, one of which was 6.
Yeah. It is amazing, and kids love it.
Yeah.
Kids love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I did bring Libertalia with me over to play against Ben because that is the one game above all else that will remind me of Ben in Germany.
Pete?
So.
I'm going to have to say Sagrada because it's the only game out of those 2 that I've played, so I can only go with the one on that.
Okay, Sagrada gets it.
Yeah, and it is fun, by the way. Otherwise, I'd say.
Brilliant game. But Sagrada is just going to pivot, I think.
You've got a fan favorite versus a shop favorite. Now, here we go.
Oh, such a brilliant game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
Yeah. Well, I've never played. Yeah. Go on.
Same as the last one. I've only played Lords of Waterdeep, but I really do not like it. And if I was recommending a game to people, it'd be Patchwork.
2 people though.
If it was for only 2 people, Patchwork. Like, obviously, if it was for more, it'd have to be Lords out of the 2 of them because Patchwork is only 2 players.
Pete?
Yeah. I played Lords of Waterdeep and it was okay, and I'd love to play Patchwork because I've heard people saying it's so much fun. So I mean, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Lords of Waterdeep.
Okay, Lords of Waterdeep.
Yeah, I would go for Lords of Waterdeep myself.
Yeah. Okay.
But the recommendation I would make would be play Lords of Waterdeep, use the intrigue cards, but don't be a dick and give other people mandatory quests because that's just being a complete and utter arsehole.
Well, that's the problem with it, Mark.
Yeah, but you don't
can't
have to
help
play
it,
the
but-
fucking things.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to go around and throw blocks in the last game of Blood Bowl when you're 3-0 up either. But
No, but you don't have to
do
go
it.
around in Ticket to Ride and steal someone's route. You know,
That is
people
true.
do that as well.
But you
There's
can
there's probably
accidentally
ways
steal someone's route and take it right.
Yeah, but you can
Well, my
accidentally.
main issue with it was that the people I was playing it knew the game inside out, and they half told me the rules as we were going on, and then
Okay.
kind of got
Yeah.
caught up in winning.
That's a
they
different
forgot
case.
to
So that's not
explain.
the game's fault, though, is it, Terry? Though.
Yeah.
I just didn't like the way the game played either.
There's a
Like,
cool
that
rule
could-
if you have the Celtic Irish lads that you
No,
get to do like
that's not a
St.
rule.
Patrick's Day parade,
That's not a
song
rule.
and dance.
Yeah. They get
Well, I'm going to
parade.
go for patchwork,
Oh, what?
so the public can decide.
Oh.
Weirdo. So vote,
Weird.
people.
Both people.
You have 1 minute while I do a jazz number. Ba, ba, da, da, ba,
It's almost like it's almost professional.
Freeform jazz, baby.
Lords.
There's
There's only one person voting. Oh, hold on.
Well, Sean has voted
Thumbs up for
Lords,
Lords.
and that's 2 for Lords.
James
and
James
what?
James is typing.
Sarah had to.
Sarah has to help me out with Lords. The Lords will get it, I'm afraid. And probably and rightly so.
I
Lords
think
is
so.
As much as I think it's okay, it's a very important game in the board gaming.
Yes. Enjoying
Okay.
Lords is very much down to the gaming group you're playing with. If you're playing with a bunch of overly competitive arseholes, then you're not.
Well, you can say that about a lot of games.
Exactly. That was going to be my secondary point. That's the same with a lot of games.
So now we have this versus
You're making me crazy.
Jamaica has to win. Jamaica has to win that.
Well, it depends if it's up against just one or not.
No, it's up against this.
Well, if you post it, it'd be great. Oh, Lord, heavens above. Oh, Jesus.
I'll go first and make it simple. Wingspan is one. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's one of the most important games of the decade because this game is going to be copied with so many different skins going forward. I think.
But it's a little.
So imagine Wingspan, but with Transformers. Imagine Wingspan, but with Star Trek. Imagine Wingspan with 40K. And that kind of mechanic. I just think it's great, and it's really easy to learn, but really hard to master. And every game so far is different.
Imagine Jamaica, but Age of Sigma. Class.
So that Wingspan is for me.
I agree.
Jerry?
I'm gonna go. Sorry, Jerry.
Carry on, Pete. You've started, so I'll let you finish.
Okay, sorry, Jerry. I'm gonna go Jamaica.
Okay.
It was a hugely enjoyable game. Huge.
So for people who don't know, Jamaica is a racing game where you play your cards to move your ship and attack and get gold and food and stuff. Jerry?
Out of the two, they're both great games, but I would pick Wingspan for the reasons you said, and it's deceptively easy, if that makes sense. There's a lot going on, but it's actually a really easy game to play. And it's beautiful.
And it's very quick as well. Surprisingly fast game.
Yeah,
it is very, very quick. Yeah.
And it's the art in it is up
And
there, I think, with the nicest art in any game.
It's lovely. The watercolor art is lovely. The next expansion is all the birds of the Oceanus. So a lot of the flightless birds. Yeah.
Kiwis and all them boys.
Kiwis and the like. Yeah.
Games fly by. Well done, James.
Mark.
What?
I think we heard what you were going to say, but who are you picking?
Oh, Wingspan, yeah. I said Wingspan. Before Pete.
Do you have anything to add to our synopsis?
No, it's like they're both really good games, to be fair to them both. I'd pick Jamaica in a heartbeat over nearly every other game on the list, but I would also pick Wingspan over every other game on the list. So Wingspan gets this one, unfortunately. I think it's more appealing to more people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So we have the best party game I've ever played.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, hands down.
Versus King of Tokyo. Yahtzee with monsters in it.
I'm going to say just one, just for the crack you can have at it. Get a bunch of any like-minded people around a table.
Yeah.
Like they can be, for example, everyone from the same family, so you'd always have the same in-jokes around you, and you'd all have the same kind of history. And then bring this game out, and you'll have people referencing things from 20 years ago that happened and eliminating each other because they all thought of the exact same funny incident around something at the same time. It's just phenomenal. And it's a good icebreaker for people that don't know each other as well. It'd be.
That is true, yeah. It would be a great game for a corporate team.
A team building.
Break the ice.
Yeah.
Team building.
Ooh, sorry, did you say a corporate executive on the go?
Shut up for a minute, yeah.
No,
I didn't even talked once.
Because I brought it out we had a big Warhammer day at Mark's house last summer. And I brought it out there thinking, we probably won't get it. 6 big Warhammer nerds sat down and played just one for a couple of hours.
A couple of hours, yeah. It was.
And it's cooperative, which is the other weird thing about it. But you're just trying to achieve a score to beat. But so addictive. Jerry?
Out of the two, I would go with just one as well. Yeah, it's really, really good fun.
Yeah.
And like you're kind of thinking, there's 2 layers of thinking. You're trying to think what the person who's trying to guess the clue is thinking, but then you're trying to think what everyone else is thinking as well, which is really good fun.
Yeah,
and it's like a bit of it's good fun, but it's making you use your brain, like, you know.
Yeah. You're right, James. They all have discussion quality that elevates. And you're right, Jerry. The whole kind of what's he thinking?
Yeah.
I need to think. Do I need to think really obscurely, or do I have to be super obvious? Or will I reference something that he'll know and blah 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 blah, like Matt Damon
Class.
and Medic.
They're the ones that stick in the mind, all right.
What, Medic sticks in your mind? Thanks, Jerry.
Yeah, always, Mark. Because at the game out in Mark's gaff, there was one round that like one clue got through because I think 4 of us picked the same answer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was one of those other rounds where me and Ronan getting eliminated within half a second of the. I think the clue might have been enormous or huge or something like that.
Yeah.
And me and Ronan, without looking at each other, both wrote down my dick and were both eliminated within half a second of the card or the word being picked.
Quite funny. Pete, what say you?
King of Tokyo.
King of Tokyo?
Yeah, I haven't played the other one.
Okay.
I'd love to agree, but I haven't played it, so there you go.
So this one goes through.
Yeah.
Next up.
Just one cornetto. Just one cornetto.
Pete, play the hard. No. At the end.
I'll just sing the ad. It's okay.
No. Oh God! All right, I'll play it now. Jerry.
From Italy. I better stop, or Walls or HP or somebody will sue me for.
I think you're just under the 20 seconds you're allowed, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we have this.
And we're waiting. Oh,
sorry guys. Root versus my short-term memory, or yeah. Yes, Jerry, you take the lead on this, baby. In particular, Sushi Go Party.
Okay. Me personally, I would pick Root. It is one of the best asymmetric games I've ever played.
It's an asymmetric game, right?
It's a game where everyone has different powers and there's different win conditions for everyone. So, like,
Which
for
is very clever.
instance, it's very clever and it's really pretty. It mightn't be like entry level. There's a little bit of, you kind of have to have a head in you a little bit for the mechanics of board games. But out of the two of them, I would go Root.
Okay, Mark.
I haven't played Root, but I have heard amazing things about it. I'm not as gone on the art as Jerry is, and as other people are, not just Jerry. The creatures are a bit disturbing. Like, that cat is just too weird.
The root art is very Marmite, isn't it?
Yeah, but I love the lettering and stuff in the title bar there for Root is really nice. I like that kind of medieval-esque artwork, but the characters themselves, not overly fond of it. But Sushi Go is a brilliant little party game, and having not played Root, I can't vote for it, but I would vote for Sushi Go. So Root would have to be very good for me to vote Root over Sushi Go, because Sushi Go Party is very good.
Pete?
I haven't played Root, but I have enjoyed Sushi Go. So from my point of view, as a kind of nice little combination game, as in collecting cards, building combinations, or most Mackie rolls, or whatever it was that you can get. It was just it was just enjoyable, and it also fast paced as well. That added a really fun element. So Sushi Go for me.
So, well, I don't know. Like, Root is fantastic. Root is really good. I was blown away when we were playing it that time for the first time. I mean, the whole idea that the vagabond, which is a little raccoon guy beside the fox, is on his own. He's on his own, wandering through the forest, going, "Hey, I can help you," or "Whoa, here, I'll help you. You give me that." And the other groups are like big gangs of cats or woodland creatures or birds, and the vagabond's just wandering around his own, and he's just having a crack. It's such a clever thing, very extremely asymmetrical. But then Sushi Go is brilliant for everybody. It's one of them games here. Say this, you won't be disappointed. So I'm going to vote for Root, so that the public can choose this one, not me. So public. Root's good, but Sushi Go is accessible for everyone. Yes, correct. Give us your thumbs up or thumbs down, people.
If you're still listening. I'd say there's a few of them playing Blood Bowl.
Is there? I'm going to come in there. Well, it looks like Sushi Go is going to get the nod here. Just because James is our fifth man. So Sushi Go will go through.
Yeah.
Next up is a classic.
My jazz will continue.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
That's for
Pandemic.
Oh. It would have to be a good game to take on this one.
Yeah, it would have to be. Where is this card? Jesus Christ, man. Oh yeah. Two heavy hitters.
Oh.
Today I had a lady in the shop asking to get a game for her little boy, and I went through all the usual questions. What does he like? Blah blah blah. What kind of games do you want? We ended up showing her Pandemic, and she just looked at it and started laughing. Then they've created a game already about what's going on. I was like, no. This game has been out since 2008, I think. Been around a very, 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 long time.
What's the metal case? That's the 10th anniversary edition, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had that for at least 2 years.
That's true. It was funny. He thought it was hilarious. But she ended up buying it anyway.
Yeah.
But Pandemic is
Yeah.
very important game.
I would vote for Pandemic because I know when you were talking about Lords of Waterdeep, you were saying it was one of the best worker placement games other than Stone Age. I would argue that this is a much better worker placement game.
A Pandemic?
Yeah.
A worker placement game?
I would class it as a worker placement. It matters where your worker goes. Your worker goes there and does something, so is that not worker placement?
That is true. I can't argue with that, Mark.
But it is Mage Knight is hilarious, and I remember the game I played with you where I got stuck in the corner. Couldn't get out of it.
I got angry.
I got so angry at that game, but
you don't get angry much, Mark. But jeez, you got angry that much.
Yeah, when I don't get angry much, but when I do get angry, Jesus Christ, I don't hold back.
Pandemic is probably the most important co-op game ever, I think, and I think everybody should play it. It's one of those games where everybody should. You're not a board gamer unless you've played Pandemic.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I think so. I would.
No, Pandemic or Pandemic Legacy.
Well, Pandemic for this.
Out of those two, I would go for Mage Knight.
Would you?
Wow.
Yeah.
And why? Why would you?
It's more unique. Pandemic is, I know my little go-to thing of worker placement set collecting, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
I think Mage Knight's more unique.
But is Mage Knight, Jerry, not just a glorified dungeon crawl then?
No, not at all.
But you're just going around on an adventure, doing stuff, which is what a dungeon crawl is.
But there's a bit more to it than that, though, I feel. I don't know. That's just...
And Jerry, but the other Jerry has made a very important point, especially about when it comes to picking board games, which is a huge factor when you're picking a board game, is the cover.
Yeah.
That Mage Knight cover is amazing.
Yeah. No, that makes me want to play Mage Knight, and Mage Knight is a very good game, and I can see why Jerry would pick it. But personally, if I was to recommend a game to somebody, I would recommend Pandemic 1,000 times more often.
But are we talking about like core Pandemic or all the Pandemics?
Core Pandemic.
We said what Z-Man are saying now, the Pandemic system.
The Pandemic system. Okay, all right.
Where you can bring in all the Pandemic system umbrella.
Thematically, core Pandemic doesn't grab me at all. I don't care about saving the world from viruses. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like the other ones where like saving the Roman Empire and those other ones and Cthulhu ones, they're very good. But I don't know. I'd still go Mage Knight out of the two.
Okay, Pete, your 2 cents.
I'm gonna go with my usual kind of. I'm gonna say Pandemic because I have played it and again a fantastic game. But I'm gonna agree on the other point. Mage Knight. When I look at that box, I actually really want to play it. I can't believe I've never looked at it in the shop. But I can't really say what I'd recommend because I haven't played Mage Knight. I heard so much good stuff about it. Purely from playing Pandemic, I'll have to say it. But if I'd have played Mage Knight and it was as good, that box at a swing, I'd go for that. But I'm going to say Pandemic.
Yeah. There's some mad stat. I think it's like something around 40% of games are bought surely on box cover, and people don't even read the back.
Oh yeah.
So,
that's the same as that's the same with 40% of girlfriends. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just on the box cover, not on the look, not the substance.
We discussed.
I agree, Joe.
Sale of women at some other side.
Well, it's the same one. I would assume it goes both ways. But the reason you pick the reason you pick a partner is predominantly on looks first and then on substance. So that's what you're saying about the board games.
Wow.
Am I wrong?
My vote would go. I love Pandemic. I really do. But it hurts. Sometimes Pandemic makes you crawl into a corner and cry. Jerry, Pandemic 2, July. That's all I
here.
have to say. Yeah.
I'm out.
So I'm gonna
I
go.
quit.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
go for
podcasting
Mage Knight.
anymore. I can't be bringing up
Let me guess.
disturbed memories like that.
Over in
Jesus.
2 turns or something like that.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah, 2
Yeah.
turns, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
It is very
And the
So I'm
worst
gonna
thing
go
was,
for.
we were doing so fucking
You were
well.
doing really well.
Really well.
I'll go for
Like,
Mage Knight and let the public decide. Public, decide.
like that particular game, I think we were doing the best we had played in the whole game from
Yeah.
January, and then it goes, nah, you fools.
You thought you were doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
doing
to
We
when
terrible.
shit goes
genuinely
wrong.
were doing well though. That's the problem. We were flying through it, and then it just all fell apart.
Yeah,
Man.
I've
Look, what's putting Mage Knight through here is box cover.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, but
Who's
more
gonna
people
guess
have
it?
more, 2
I'd
people have voted
argue
for
team
pandemic.
as well.
have they?
Yeah, 2 have voted for pandemic.
Oh, I haven't
Where?
seen
Yeah,
it. Oh, but
yeah,
it comes in the pictures.
And only
Oh, yeah.
only Jeremiah S. Collins voted for Mage Knight.
Oh, I
So-
see that now. Yeah. Okay. So pandemic sneaks through,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Wow, you sound.
Can I just ask you though? Do you know, just on the basis that you were talking about, people have bought games from the front cover, and I think we all have bought stuff because of the front cover. Isn't it
Yes,
a
Steve.
case though that we've bought so much stuff from the front cover, got it open, and gone, oh, awful. You know what I mean?
Very
Front
rarely.
covers.
Yeah, I can't think of any. Oh no, that's wrong.
Very
Sorry,
rare.
that's wrong.
Yeah, King Tokyo
Um,
is not up for discussion.
Wrong.
Wrong.
All wrong.
Eh.
It's another K though. It is another K.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Mal.
What's the man say?
Unearthed.
Unearthed for the front cover, great inside still.
Which one's unearthed again?
Oh yeah, the Dice Mountainy game. That's very
But
vague.
it's like not. It's weird, Mark. It has like you're trying to roll well to win, but then yes, the isometric art one, Jamesy, well done. But
Yes,
then
thank you, Mark.
there's a mechanic in it that if you start rolling terribly, it opens up another avenue to win.
Oh, that's why Maliki likes it.
That's why I like it, man. That's why I like it. It's very cool like that.
He's coming back with a response, totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, so King
Sounds like my
Domino
sort of game as well, yeah.
versus Ticket to Ride.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
In particular, Ticket to Ride in Europe. Although all the Ticket to Rides have lovely bottoms.
Yeah.
Will I start? King Domino is. I used to love dominoes in secondary school. We used to play dominoes during our lunch break. Because we were sad
Where'd you
and
come
had
from,
no
Jamaica?
girlfriends. But King Domino is dominoes, but with extra bits. So you're trying to match up terrain and instead of numbers, create more
It is
points.
It's a very clever game.
It's really cool. James is really good at it too. I really hate playing James in these kind of games because it's so clever. Don't leave James. And then there's Ticket to Ride Europe, which is is it the best Ticket to Ride, Mark, Jerry, Pete?
I would say yes.
I don't know because I've only played one Ticket to Ride.
You just play the regular Ticket to Ride, PW.
Yep.
I don't like the tunnel mechanics, says James. I think the tunnel mechanic is great because you get to kill, you get to murder all your passengers in the tunnel.
No, that's not what the tunnel's for, Ron.
Oh, no? No, okay. So anyway, my vote would go
Where's
for Ticket to
Jerry?
Ride.
Is Jerry still there?
Is Jerry gone? No, he's still there.
All right.
Ticket to Ride got my wife, who was very skeptical about board games and games into board games. So I am voting for Ticket to Ride. Probably the best gateway game ever. Essentially, it's rummy with trains.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Oh, sorry. Hey, go with this one.
I'm going to controversially go with King Domino because it's the game that my daughter learned and started enjoying games with. So King Domino, I remember taking it home, cracked it open. She was skeptical about playing games that she's had from the shop a few times, but she's loved every one of them. This one, though, this and Sheriff of Nottingham has to be the game she drags out every week. So King Domino, I think, for me,
Okay,
purely on that
Terry?
front.
I'm going to go with Ticket to Ride. One of the best evenings gaming I had was out in your gaff row with yourself and Mags, and I'm not sure how many of the kids playing Ticket to Ride, and I was absolutely like shockingly bad at it, but I still had really good fun.
Boop, boop,
Boop, boop.
boop, boop.
Yeah, it's
Mark,
yeah. Were you there as well, Mark?
No,
You were.
I wasn't there, but every time that's how I
Oh,
would
no, Mark,
say.
you were there.
Was I?
We were playing
You were
your
there.
big version. Yeah.
Oh, I can't
We were
Yeah,
playing
remember.
your
it was
big
the,
collector's edition.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, it's
But
brilliant.
that was just everyone was having fun, and there was from like 8 up until 40-ish playing,
Yeah.
and everyone was having fun.
40-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm leaving this to you
See what I
last
did
word.
there, lads?
I'm
Because you
voting.
love Ticket.
I'm voting Ticket to Ride. I've got a lot of the
Albuquerque to
Albuquerque.
New Hampshire.
I'm going to Chattanooga. Boop, boop. And that is how, whenever I play it, that is how I announce that I have finished my turn. I go boop boop, and I don't say it's your turn now. So you can be sitting there for an hour, and if you go, are you finished yet? I'll say I did go boop boop.
And also, it's one of the only few games in the world that has Galway station on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the UK,
and another one. I'll drop another one in there right now, Roland, because it's not going to affect voting. Fury of
Yeah.
Dracula.
Oh, yeah, Galway, yeah.
There you go, gamer nerds.
Ticket to Ride UK though. Yeah, but James, you don't have to play that map.
Righty ho. So next up is
Oh, yeah.
Boop, boop.
where does R come in the alphabet? Oh, there it is.
Fucking
Near
technology.
the end. Somewhere after A.
Yeah.
I'm so funny.
Found it.
Res Arcana.
Versus.
There's one you'd buy from the box cover.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Just looks
And James can tell you more about the brass nose fella.
Mm.
He's actually, is he kind of real, James? Is that be right? Is he a real astronomer or some dude?
Oh yeah, he was, yeah.
Tycho Brahe, isn't it?
Love Letter.
Tycho Brahe, yeah.
Ooh.
Res Arcana versus Love Letter.
Was that Tycho Brahe, Jamesy?
I think you may be right.
Ah.
I would
Yes.
in this I will vote for oh Christ. I will vote
Yeah.
for Love Letter is so good. Are we talking about basic Love Letter or like the new deluxe version that came out recently?
We said with Ticket Ride and Pandemic, so Love Letter, the whole umbrella of Love Letters.
I don't know.
The next team Love Letter is going to be Avengers next month.
All right. I don't.
Love Letter Infinity, not what it's called.
I'm going to say Res Arcana because I think there's more to it. But if it was for a pure people who had like a half an hour and they weren't really big into gaming or whatever, and they just came in out to the shop to get out of the rain, I'd say here, have Love Letter, have crack with it. It's great. It's great fun.
Yeah.
If they're there for a bit longer and were more open to learning a bit more mechanics in a game, I would go Res Arcana. So Res Arcana just for the extra parts that are in it, but Love Letter is also amazing.
I had an idea a while ago that on each table in upstairs would be like a little kind of bucket with quick little games you could play. So for people who are just having a coffee, just to kill like 10 minutes. And Love Letter would be in there like with zombie dice and get bit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Love Letter is I keep saying this, but Love Letter is a pretty important game in Boardgame and Land, isn't it? It's one of the first. It's really old as well. Based on a Japanese game, which I can't remember the name of. But it's like the ultimate card looking game. And what I love to do, and it's a really good tactic. It took me ages to develop in Love Letter. Is so you work out all the cards that are in the deck and you put down a guard, and you point at Jerry, and you go princess. That's how I like to play, even when Jerry's not playing.
Yeah.
I was
It's
actually
the best way to win.
I was playing
It
this
hasn't
game
won
for
my
months.
games lately now, though, Ro. To be fair.
No, it hasn't.
I was playing this game for months before I realized you could vote. You could nominate a card other than princess when you were the guard.
There you go.
I don't know how many games I played before I realized that you didn't have to guess princess.
And look, see, I think that says a lot about the game. We have good, fun stories about Love Letter, but
Oh, hell yeah.
Res Arcana, it's a great game, but maybe it's just a bit new. But my vote will go for Love Letter here.
Excuse me. I go Love Letter as well, to be honest. Like you were saying, good memories. Like playing the Cthulhu one was really good fun. The Batman one. We were playing the Batman one for some reason, some night for some kind of special reason, and that was great fun. Like, Res Arcana is good, don't get me wrong, but I just think Love Letter is more accessible. You have like a lot of people who wouldn't be gamers would play Love Letter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like you were both saying, it's perfect for like if you're just in having a coffee and a donut.
Yeah. It's a simple game that non-gamers might pick out and just go, "What's this?" And in a matter of minutes, they're playing. Yeah. Pete?
I'm just listening there. I had some really fun times playing Love Letter with you guys. I really have, but I really enjoy playing Res Arcana. And I love the cards in Res Arcana. There's lovely artwork on them. So I'm gonna go Res.
Very good.
Just for the packaging, lovely artwork. You can't want to be a mage. I'm gonna go Res Arcana.
Yeah, Res Arcana is great. It's one of the best engine builders out there. It is really, really good. But I think for everything we just said, Love Letter takes it.
It's 2-2. Because I voted Res, Pete voted Res, and you both voted.
Did you? I thought you voted Love Letter.
No.
No, I just think it praises a lot.
No, it was a brilliant game.
Yeah.
I voted Res.
I think Rhoda tried to.
I voted Res Arcana because there was more to it. More substance.
Public, vote.
That was funny.
That was a dictatorship movie. Like on that point, I'm putting this on.
Nice.
People, vote for your game of choice. I already did. Thank you, Jerry.
He's gone for Res Arcana, so that's one.
James is mentioned Love Letter there, I think. Are you? Oh, he's all Love Letter.
Oh, no.
Oh,
James, how did that happen?
Wow.
Controversial, James.
Well, it's a really good game. It's a very, very good game.
Yeah.
So next up, oh, jeepers. It's going to be a tough one.
I would also vote down Love Letter because they had what's the name of that game? What's the Garfield game? Not Dungeon Explorer. What is it? Where you're playing cards. Munchkin. They have a Munchkin version of Love Letter, so that's a vote against Love Letter.
Oh, okay.
Just because I don't like it. It's a crap version of it.
Okay.
So this versus
Rhino Hero.
Where are
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
Well, I can I go first? Can I go first? I will say Sheriff because I have not played Rhino Hero. So
fun times with Bo.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Have you not?
No.
You have.
I haven't.
What?
I have not played Rhino Hero, so I will vote for Sheriff. No. I never played it.
Okay. Well, I think I'm voting for Rhino Hero. I think Jerry might be same for what we mentioned already.
Yeah.
So it's 2 rhinos.
I think I know which way he's going.
Well, and I've had fun with both of them, but I'm going Sheriff because of the amount of fun that I've had with that. I mean, Rhino
You're
played
good.
loads, but Sheriff in Nottingham's so much fun.
Okay, public. Go.
I think
Rhino is
James is
rendered much,
voting
much more. It is
Rhino.
Rhino Hero Super
Yeah,
Battle.
I think Rhino will go through.
It, for sure.
When families and kids come in, it's the go-to game we always point them
Definitely,
towards.
because
I think it's
simple.
yeah, I think it's simple and so much fun as well. And the box cover screams like family stuff. But I mean, again, Sheriff's played in our house once a week.
For all you people out there who don't know much about board games, Haba Games make great games for all the family.
Yes,
Look
I
up.
will agree. Knuckling
I
Knights
get
is
to play
brilliant.
about it.
Knuckling Knights is great crack. So, next up we have. Oh, there it is. Versus.
Carcass going.
Carcass going. Versus. Oh no! Oh no!
Uh-oh. That means Carcassone's going to win, I think.
Uh,
Not going to be happy.
I don't get to so much.
Well, thanks for reminding me I have a scone, Mark.
Oh, Carcassonne versus
Carcassonne versus
Machikoro.
Machikoro.
Genie Mac, this is tough.
It is a tough one.
I love both of these games.
Carcassonne. I do. I love both games. Carcassonne is one of these games where someone goes, "Do you want to play Carcassonne?" I'm like, and then when you get playing it, it's like,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Then Mark fucks you up.
Hey,
Mark steals your castle.
I'll go first because I've never played. I actually don't think I've played. I don't think I've played Carcassonne at all. In fact, I probably would have remembered it. I haven't, so
oh my god,
I can't really say.
We have to fix that up.
Yeah,
I'd love to. It looks cool.
Harry?
Machikoro. I've played both. I think Machikoro is. There's more to it.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm actually, Jerry, going to vote against you for the exact same reason. I think there's more to Carcassonne, but again, that's. that was going to be my argument. Going, I think there's more to Carcassone, but.
Tactically,
I think
there's more.
Carcassonne.
There's more to Machikoro.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, you're rolling dice.
You're rolling dice, so it's technically random.
Yeah, but it's all about like maximizing your cards and your combos of cards and stuff.
Yeah.
Machikoro is probably the simplest engine builder out there. Really.
There's a great way to play Carcassonne that Tom Vassell of Dice Tower talks about a lot. Is where you start off with 2 tiles.
So
everybody has
one out.
2 tiles, and you play one and you draw a new one. So you always have 2. I recommend if you're playing Carcassonne, play it like that. Makes it a much better game. But I'm voting for Machikoro all day long.
I'm voting for Carcassonne all day long.
Really good. What was Pete's vote?
Machikoro, I think.
Machikoro because I haven't played the other.
This is a travesty. This is a travesty, sir.
Controversial.
First controversy of the night.
Next one.
Good.
Next one.
Good.
Next one. Ooh.
Yeah, that's it.
There it is.
Well
now
done.
this for box covers alone, this game is a doozy.
Oh, look at it.
And it's up against what's it up against again?
Yeah, you'd buy that.
Yeah. You'd buy that for $1.
I must actually buy that.
Mind you, this isn't a bad box cover either. There you go.
Oh, Clank.
But again, we're talking Clank in space, not Clank.
Clank in space. Yeah, let me get the Clank in space.
Bloody hell. They're both really, really good. But for totally different reasons.
Yes, there was Settlers in there, but it just wasn't voted through, I don't think. Just for
I think Catan
not being asked.
Well, maybe not. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I think it didn't get through.
We're not through them yet. We have still 3 more pairings to go.
I'm going to say Clank in Space because I think it's an easier weighted game for the majority of people to play. But if I was asked to pick a game for a game group to play, I would pick Cthulhu Death May Die because I think it's a really good game. But if I was asked to recommend a game for a group of people I didn't know, I would probably say Clank in Space because I think it would appeal to more people.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, the Clank series of games kept Dominion off our first round pairings list because it's a better deck builder, in my opinion.
It is. So that's overhyped rubbish.
Dominion is a boring, teamless game.
I originally wanted to play Dominion, but I walked into the shop one day when the setup was the old way, running in the first shop. You and James Baswell were playing, and me and my wife walked in, and we just stood and watched you play it. And neither of you spoke for the entire game. And that took me off Dominion entirely. I've played a load of other different deck builders that are kind of similar to it. So I would class Marvel Legendary as being similar in that you pick a set of cards and then you play that set.
Oh, they're all deck builders, yeah.
But Dominion was dull as
Dominion doesn't have a theme. But see, I kind of like Dominion, but I really hate it because I love card games. I love most about card games is drawing cards. I think that's correct. And in Dominion, you get to build combos and draw your whole deck at a time. But I hate it. I really hate it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
But I was when I opened Cthulhu Death May Die, the whole presentation, the whole setup, the whole mechanics, the whole everything about it is amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize how really neat and clever and lovely it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jerry?
Cthulhu Death May Die for me. Clank, don't get me wrong, I like Clank. I have a great fun every time I play Clank. But I think it's a bit derivative. It's a bit samey. Whereas Cthulhu Death May Die is very, very clever. It flips the whole usual Cthulhu game on its head. And just the mechanics of it are very, very smart.
James. Sorry, go ahead, Jerry. No,
it's not as difficult as it looks.
No. That's exactly what I was going to say. What James is saying is that you can, for a big Cthulhu type game, you can just jump into it really quickly.
Yeah.
And for the mathematicians out there, there is 6 scenarios and 2 bad guys. So you have how many combinations is that?
12.
Many. 12. Or is it 10 scenarios? I can't remember.
Well, if it's 12 and 2 bad guys, that's 20. It's not exactly complicated math.
7,403.
But it is CMON, so there will be expansions.
Oh, of course, yeah. So is that is Cthulhu again, isn't it? Pete? What were you
I have never played either of them.
Oh, what are you doing on this podcast?
Eye candy.
Oh my god! Right, I'm sorry, I haven't played either of them.
Okay. Oh fucking hell!
What?
The next pairing.
Is it Cthulhu goes through? So is it?
Yeah.
If I was voting on box covers, it's Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Oh, Settlers of
Catan.
Oh yeah.
Jerry.
Huh?
Jeremiah
Jerry
was looking for Catan earlier.
Versus. I think everybody knows which way I'm voting.
Ooh.
Everyone knows which. Can I start this?
Yeah.
Right. I have both of these games at home. Okay.
Yeah.
Since the lockdown, I have gotten more use out of Catan than I have out of Scythe. But that's only because Settlers of Catan box is Lifter is being used as a monitor stand at the moment at my office desk. So, Scythe for me, please. Because
I noticed that anytime Mark puts up a picture of what he's painting, you can see the
Yeah.
Here, I'll post a picture now, just for the crack.
I noticed.
Jerry?
This is going to be a really weird one.
Oh,
if you vote the same, Jerry, I'm going to slaughter you.
I love Scythe. I'm terrible at the game, but I love it. It's just really beautifully put together. Very, very, very smart game. Like, another one of those I've been coming back to it. It's like, it's a lot easier than it looks. But I despise Scythe with every fiber of my being.
Really?
But I'm going to vote for Catan.
why?
Sorry, I despise Catan with every fiber of my being, but I'm going to vote for it.
You vote what?
Why though, Jerry?
That makes no sense.
Because it is accessible to more people.
That is
For
true.
like an entrance level gateway thing, it is ridiculously easy. Like for like if we're thinking like games, how often games get rented out in the shop, like it's a bad week if Catan isn't rented out 3 times. Scythe might be once a month. I'm gonna vote for Catan, weirdly.
Oh
No.
my God,
No.
Jerry! What
Mark,
little respect I had for you
No.
is gone.
No, you had your say. He's
I own one of these games, and I've played both.
What?
I love Scythe. Yeah, I know. I love Scythe purely because I got it all wrong in the beginning and thought you had to kill everybody and try and go to war. I got it completely wrong. But I have to agree that Catan is accessible to everybody, and it's just so much fun. I really want to vote Scythe, but I'm actually going to vote
I
Catan.
never said it was fun.
What
I said it
the
was terrible,
hell?
and
I enjoy playing Catan. I do.
What's
I
going
actually have to
wrong
say.
in this podcast?
Have you got wood? Who's got wood? Has anybody got wood?
Here,
God.
it's another reason why that fucking sitcom, what's it called, The Big Bang Theory, should be destroyed because it popularized Catan. Anyway, Catan is a very important game. Every mechanic in every board game takes its origins from Catan.
What? No, you cannot say that.
A lot of mechanics do. A lot of the mechanics do, man. But that said, Scythe is the best board game ever made, and I would
I'll
argue
agree with
anyone
you.
on that. And I think it deserves to be Catan on this list.
Okay, well, Eldritch
people
Horror
don't
is the
rent
best
it out.
game ever made, but yeah, Scythe is better than Catan.
Eldritch Horror didn't even make the list, man.
That's not my fault. You made the list.
Whoa.
It's not available to rent in the shop as well.
Again, that is the
Wow.
biggest travesty in the shop.
Well, that's your fault.
Other than you let Pete into the shop.
Well, so Scythe is the best board game ever made, and when we played that campaign,
oh yes,
6 games of Scythe in quite a short period of time,
yeah.
I never once withered. It was just so good.
I need to get my hands on that campaign actually.
Oh, I did.
It's in
I withered every game of Catan I played.
But it's
and I will agree with you. Scythe is the best game ever made, ever.
Yeah.
But I'm voting for Catan.
Yeah. Scythe was the first game to bring in the automat system as well. So the really good solo game system created by the Polish guy. I can't think of his name. But he kind of works almost exclusively for Stone.
Excuse me.
But he's done some other games as well. The automat system, which helps you run solo games, which is really, really clever. Scythe is very, very good. Once you've had a bad game of Catan, it scarred you forever. This is true.
No, sheep or wood, man. Sheep or wood.
100%, James. I agree with you 100%.
Well, you're putting through Catan, you know. I played Catan with a couple. 3 of us.
I am setting aside my hatred.
A couple and it fucking yeah. Anyway, so
I am setting aside my hatred.
It's too old. So the public have to decide.
Disaster.
Public vote.
I'm disconnecting if Catan goes through. And I'm the one recording, so this podcast is going to end very soon.
I'm going to use my veto. Don't worry, Mark.
What?
There's no way Scythe is not getting through here.
Okay, so Scythe got a vote. Quick, end it.
Yay,
Oh, it's
Scythe
over.
wins.
Yay, my side wins.
What?
Someone voted for Scythe with a sheep.
I'm just going to do a Putin on this one, and Scythe wins.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, what?
You mean a
Oh.
Putin or a Trump? Let's not
Putin.
exclude.
No, just Putin.
Let's not exclude one
Putin just came
democracy
out
for
the week
another.
ago. I'm going to be president again for another 20 years. What are you going to do?
Oh
About it?
my god. This
So
is
Trump
anyway,
is trying to do that too.
Next up is right. The penultimate of the last 32.
Good job, because we're at an hour and a half at the minute. This is going to be a long podcast.
2 hours nearly, Mark. 2 hours.
But we can fight through the
I'm
rest
talking
of
about
it.
recording.
Oh, okay.
Santorini versus When I Dream.
Oh.
I've only played When I Dream, and I didn't enjoy it, so I'm not going to vote.
I'm going to vote for Santorini because I played that and I played When I Dream, and Santorini's far more fun.
Sorry?
I've played both. I've loved both, but I'm going to go with When I Dream.
Yeah.
You really like When I Dream, Jerry.
I do. It is a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's like it's so good for like it's almost like a teaching tool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're making people use their brains in ways they normally wouldn't do while they're having fun.
Maybe that's why I don't like it.
And you're like, you can tell, like it's really good fun playing with people you know. Kind of a bit like Just One, as in like you're trying to suss out how they think. Do you know what I mean? I just really like
you're
it.
right.
It's fantastic.
I love When I Dream. I love it. I think it's great.
And-
I'm not very good at it.
I think I need to play
The
it.
mechanic of like
I'm not very good at Santorini, you see, so that's probably it for me.
Is
'cause
Santorini Star Trek X's and O's?
No.
eh?
You know how Star Trek chess is like three-dimensional chess.
Oh,
So
yeah.
is,
Well, it kind
is
of is.
Santorini three-dimensional X's and O's?
Kind of is, I guess, but not really.
Kinda
Okay.
in a very weird way.
It is very chess-like, and that's probably why I'm not very good
Yes.
at it. I'm terrible at chess. I don't know why.
I'm not bad at chess, but I'm terrible at drafts. I played Gabriel in drafts after he learned it.
Kidding me.
He beat me in the first game.
Yeah.
And he had just barely learned the mechanics of it, and he kicked my ass. And he is 6.5. I am terrible at drafts.
Oh. When I Dream is fun, but I wish the scoring system was better.
Yeah. But I just like the way that you score. That like one person is trying to tell the truth, another person is trying to lie, and then you have someone who's trying to like be 50-50. There's just like I don't know. I just really, really like that game.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
I enjoy Codenames, but I don't enjoy Spyfall, and I don't enjoy games where they have an inbuilt you have to lie mechanic, because I'm one, I am terrible at lying, and I just don't like it as such.
Okay.
But that's me.
It's too old though.
Yeah, well, I haven't voted, so
I haven't.
no, because I don't enjoy When I Dream, but it's the only one I've played, so I'm not going to vote.
Okay, so When I Dream goes through. When I Dream.
Well, Santorini is a fantastic game as well.
It is. Oh dear. Okay, the last of the thingies. Yeah. So. One.
Rising Sun.
Versus.
I am so excited for the Egyptian version that's coming out.
Oh man, I just found I could filter it, but first, Christ, that would save so much time. There you go.
Oh dear God,
Hmm.
these are both really good.
Oh dear God.
Okay.
One's a 2-player, and the other one's a
No.
3+. Well, unless
Memoir
you're
44 can. You can play the Overlord version.
unless you're
up
playing
to 8 players.
unless you're playing Overlord, it's a 2-player game. Whereas Rising Sun is a 3-player minimum.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start it off.
Go, Jerry.
Because for the sole reason that you have to have 3 players playing Rising Sun, I'm going to vote Memoir 44.
Yeah.
If there was a way of playing Rising Sun with 2 players, it would get the vote.
Bang
But
on, Jerry.
for the
Bang on.
For
I
the
think
simple
that-
reason that you need 3 people, I'm going to vote.
That was Rising Sun's big fall down error mistake, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
That had to be 3 people.
because it is such a cool game.
It's
I've
phenomenal.
never not had fun playing that game.
Yeah.
But you need a
Yeah.
minimum of 3. It's
Yeah.
actually a much better game on even numbers. So 4
Yes.
or 6. Because with 3, it invariably is 2 against 1, and with 5, it'll be 2 sets of 2 against 1. 5 is probably the worst number to play it at, because you could end up being the 1 player and then having 2 teams absolutely slaughter you.
Yeah.
You can end up. The last time we played Rising Sun, I remember. I didn't enjoy it. I think even though I won, I got a really, really, really big lead, and it was just you're just picked on for the rest of the game.
Well,
Just
yeah,
I didn't enjoy it.
It's your fault for
But
being so
Memoir
good at it.
44 is great, and you're learning. You're actually reenacting actual missions from World War II.
But again, it's alternate history, because you could
Yeah.
you could play the whole game and have the Germans win every mission, and therefore
That's right, Jerry.
technically win the war.
Yeah, I love that. That was a great day against Pete that day. That was class.
So yeah, while you are reenacting World War II missions, they're not what necessarily happened.
What I was
open
surprised
again,
about
it's-
was
There'd be no
the
point
wee bit
playing
of
the
fluff
market
at the start of the mission.
Exactly, Jared. There would be no point playing it if there were, because it would be
But, like,
stupid.
They're both surprisingly easy, surprisingly quick games.
Yeah.
But for the simple fact that, which is why I don't own Rising Sun, you need 3 people.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
What's the cost point on Memoir 44 versus Rising Sun? Because Rising Sun was a Kickstarter that I know you 2 backed.
Memoir 44 is around 50 quid, and Rising Sun is about 80 to 100.
It's about 80, but that's because you've beautiful, right up there with the nicest miniatures in a game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I actually have looked at Rising Sun in the shop so many times, but it's I think for the reasons you've just said, it's I think Memoir 44 for me.
Is it Memoir 44 then beating Rising Sun?
Yeah.
I own Rising Sun, and I would vote for Memoir 44.
Begrudgingly, Ronan. Begrudgingly.
And we have a signed map.
Well, yeah, so it's signed.
Yes, you do. It's signed. I witnessed the signing. It was class.
I was there when it was signed.
Yeah.
You were?
Okay.
We were all there. All 3 of us.
So let's fly through the rest. We don't need pictures for this, do we?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
if you want the picture,
Quacks versus Twilight Imperium.
Oh, Jesus.
Quacks of Quartenberg versus Twilight Imperium.
I will vote for Twilight Imperium.
Okay, Jerry?
Quacks.
Pete?
Twilight Imperium.
I would go for Quacks as well.
And
the public?
James is voting for Quacks, so unless
Quacks takes it.
Yeah, I think so.
Motion pass.
Yeah.
Sagrada versus Lords of Waterdeep.
Lords of Waterdeep.
Sagrada, because I hate Lords of Waterdeep.
Boo, Jerry, boo.
Lords of Waterdeep.
I hate it so much. I'm not. It's not like Catan hates
Yeah, I hate it so much. I'm going to vote
hate
for it.
Yeah.
Such a weird logic, but anyway, carry on.
I'll go for
I can see the
Sagrada.
bigger picture, man. Do you know what I mean? I can see the bigger picture with Catan. I can't with Lords of Waterdeep.
I'll go for Sagrada. So that's 2-all. James, you're a fifth player, seems.
I think James will vote for Lords.
I think he probably will.
Oh,
Sarah votes for Sagrada.
We asked you, James.
If it says Sarah votes for Sagrada again, that'll be funny.
Well done, Sarah.
I
vote
vote
for
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Oh man,
Oh,
no, 3-all. This is rubbish.
3-all.
Is there anybody else listening? Someone just vote for Lords of Waterdeep.
That's Sagrada. Thank you, James. Thank you. Sagrada's go through. Oh no! This could be worse. Wingspan versus Just One.
Oh man, the best party game against the best non-party game.
Just One,
Can I say this one?
Yeah.
Go.
I'll go Wingspan. I'll go Wingspan.
I will second Jerry's Wingspan.
I don't know.
But Just One is also very, very good. But
I love Just One.
Yeah,
just to add.
Yeah,
just add pressure. I'm not voting for either of them because I haven't played either of them. So it's down to you, Ronan.
Well, it doesn't matter then. So I will give my vote for Just One out of sympathy for Just One.
Pour one out for my homies.
Yeah. Next up, Sushi Go Party versus Pandemic.
Sushi Go Party.
Yeah.
I will vote Pandemic.
I'm going to vote Pandemic as well.
James in the last matchup with Wingspan Just One said the best party game against the one with birds or something.
James, that's boo. Boo on you.
Boo earns, James.
Pandemic goes through because it was 2-all with us, and then James has the tie. So.
Well, no, I didn't vote yet.
You said you were voting for Sushi Go.
No, I didn't.
Oh, did you not? I thought you did.
No. I will vote for Pandemic.
3-1.
C2, sir. Next up, Ticket to Ride and Res Arcana.
Yeah.
Res Arcana.
I shouldn't have to say any more.
Okay, yeah, I get you, Mark. I vote for Ticket to Ride. Mark votes for Ticket to Ride. Jerry?
I agree with Mark. I can't. Can you do the sound effect for me, Mark, please? I can't do it as you.
I'm going to Chattanooga.
Do it again.
Chattanooga to Albuquerque.
Chattanooga to Albuquerque. Oh man, that game we were playing against Ronan Brown in the shop, and he didn't have a clue what we were doing.
Yeah,
I seen that. I'm going to go to this place. I do declare.
Okay. Rhino Hero Super Battle versus Machikoro.
Machikoro.
Ooh. Bugger.
Machikoro.
Jerry's in a world of hurt.
What's wrong, Jerry? This is a travesty.
Where's the picks? We don't need picks, Jerry. We've seen them all. You can scroll back. And
just scroll up.
Picks.
I'm going to go Rhino Superhero.
It's Rhino Hero.
Rhino Superhero Battle?
Not Rhino
It's
Super
not, it's Rhino Super.
Rhino Hero Super Battle. Yeah. I'm going for Machikoro.
So that's 2-1. Jerry?
I'm going to roll the dice.
Machikoro.
Oh,
yeah.
3-1.
What did you vote for, Mark?
I voted Machikoro.
On a dice roll.
Next up.
Actually decide.
Cthulhu Debt May Die versus Scythe. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Christ. Well, we
now
know,
you know what it feels like, Mark.
We know where Jerry and Ronan are going because they both said that Scythe was the best board game ever.
Well, yeah, I'm sticking with Scythe. It's not Cthulhu Debt May Die is amazing, but I'm sticking with Scythe.
I'm going with Scythe.
Mark?
I don't really mind which goes through.
I know you don't really mind. I'm
going to say Cthulhu just to make it controversial, but I'll be equally happy if Scythe goes through, to be honest. Well, then
I'm also going with
James has the
Boogie.
carrying vote, which makes it Scythe. So
Well, Pete has voted.
he has. He said Scythe.
He did.
Scythe.
Did he?
Yeah, it was
What
2-2.
is that? Side wins.
Scythe wins.
Didn't Jerry vote for side?
No, he
No, I
voted
voted
for
for
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Do you not
Oh,
listen to him?
James is voting for side though.
Yeah.
Well done, James.
No, no one does, Mark.
No one does. It's all right, Jerry. I've got your
Okay.
back.
I'm used to it. Cheers, bud.
Hey, fuck you, Jerry. I listen to you all the time. You prick.
I know you do, buddy. I'm slagging.
What you say?
I said I'm slagging you.
No. He said, "What did you say? You missed it. He wasn't listening to you."
Oh, that was a very good one.
Yeah,
Very
troll
good.
it. All right,
Oh, that was
can
good.
we get this moving? Come on.
Last one.
We're at 1 hour
When I
50
dream-
minutes.
When I Dream versus Memoir 44.
Memoir 44.
Memoir 44.
When I dream.
Yeah,
Pete, you
I think I'll go for Memoir 44 as well. Memoir 44 goes through
Yay!
semifinals. No, quarterfinals. Quacks versus Sagrada.
Quacks.
Sagrada.
3 Quacks versus 1 Sagrada.
Are you voting?
No,
Quacks?
actually, I'm going to vote for Sagrada. So it's 2
2 all.
James.
James.
I keep forgetting how much fun I've had with my
Sarah
family
will
with
say Sagrada, and James will also say Sagrada.
Sarah votes for
Yeah.
Sagrada.
And James votes
Thank you,
for.
Sarah.
Sagrada.
Sagrada goes through.
Right, James is typing. He might not vote for Sagrada.
Oh,
I vote
it's
for
2.
Sagrada. Oh, come on,
Oh,
James. What are you?
Oh, God, James. Sagrada.
Yay.
Carry on.
Okay, Wingspan versus Pandemic.
Pandemic.
I'm going to say Wingspan.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Harry?
Wingspan.
And Wingspan for me as well.
And I didn't get Wingspan at all when it came out.
It doesn't matter what you think, James.
Is it overpriced now?
Wingspan wins 3-1.
Is it overpriced or is it expensive? I still argue that it's overpriced.
Okay, stop this again.
I still argue that it's overpriced.
Next up, Ticket to Ride versus Machikoro. Oh,
Boop, boop.
Lord.
Machikoro.
I'm also going to go with Machikoro because of the fun I have with my family. They prefer that. Ticket to Ride, I will riot. So Ticket to Ride to go out and you will riot, or Ticket to Ride to stay in, or you will riot? Stay in.
What?
Thank you, James.
Vote. Anyway, 2 for Ticket to Ride, 2 for Machigoro.
Ticket to Ride wins.
Well,
What?
Ticket to Ride wins, yeah. You voted for Machikoro, Jerry.
Of course I did.
Oh, then it's 3-1.
Yeah.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
Yeah.
I was the only one to vote for Ticket to Ride.
Yeah.
James,
Boo.
I'm with you. Let's have a riot.
Riot, James, riot.
Oh dear.
So mad.
Not again.
Ah!
Not again.
James has tousled his hair. He's not a happy camper.
No. Scythe versus Memoir 44.
Ooh. Ooh.
I hope you can see that. I hope you can see
Yeah.
They can see it, I believe.
that. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, this fight is going to be massive as well.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Scythe
so-
versus.
Scythe
Memoir
versus
44.
Memoir 44.
I'm going to say Scythe. I don't own Memoir 44, but I think if I did, I would play
Yeah.
the ink off the cards.
Memoir
But I'm gonna
44, I
vote for
think, for me.
Scythe.
Yeah, I'll go
Memoir
for Scythe. as
44.
well.
Actually, will you order
Sorry?
me a copy of Memoir 44, Ron?
Sorry?
Will you order me a copy of Memoir 44?
Yeah,
Cool.
no matter. In fact,
I'm
there's
gonna
been a
game-
big restock announced and new expansions. I've ordered one of everything.
Excuse me. I'm going to go Memoir 44, actually.
What? The
Oh,
best board game ever made?
Yeah, but he voted Catan over it, so what does
that's
he know?
true. Yeah.
So it's 2-2, so Scythe goes
James,
through because
you're-
James has it.
Scythe's Commanders.
Damn it.
So semifinals, as they say in America.
The same as
Sagrada versus Wingspan.
Wingspan.
Sagrada.
Wingspan.
Wingspan. 3-1. Sorry,
Now.
Sarah and James.
What's
I bet you,
letters?
James and Sarah, if Wingspan was called Catspan or Cat Claws, it was all about cats, you'd fucking love it.
Pause
They
for
fucking
thought
know
is what it
you.
should be called.
Oh, very good, Mark. Very good.
Very
Very
good,
good.
Mark.
Very good. With a little cat paw instead of the W.
You're right. Yeah. And instead of laying eggs, it'd have little.
Trademark it, Mark. Mark, trademark it. Quick,
Go,
quick,
go,
quick.
go. I'm off
Oh,
the patent
Not
office.
trademarking.
Last up in the other semi-final, Machikoro versus Scythe.
Scythe.
Machikoro.
What?
What is wrong?
Machikoro. No, I'm going to say I'm going to go Machikoro.
Mark?
Oh, Scythe.
Yeah. James? Scythe or Machikoro?
Jerry, you really need to evaluate what you consider to be the best board game in the world, given that you voted
I'm willing to
against
be
it.
bribed. I'll give you 2 coins.
I'm putting it aside, Marky Mark. My draw or hatred
aside.
for a game.
He's putting it
To-
aside.
Scythe. Oh, boosh.
Oh! Scythe versus Machikoro.
Scythe.
Scythe. You, James. Something I'll give you 2 coins, okay?
No, you can't bring King's Dilemma into this.
I didn't say anything about King's Dilemma. I just said I'd give him 2 coins.
Suspicious.
2 coin of phrase. So the
Options are
final.
back.
Who cares? So Machikoro versus
You better do the third and fourth place playoff.
the third place.
Sagrada.
Machikoro.
Oh, Jesus. In the game that doesn't matter, Pete.
Sorry, what's
Machikoro versus
Sagrada. Third, fourth place playoff.
third, fourth place playoff.
Ooh.
Quickly now.
Machikoro.
Yeah.
So Machikoro is third, Sagrada is fourth.
No, it's 2-all. I'm voting for
2-all.
Sagrada. James?
Sarah votes Sagrada,
the...
James votes Sagrada, Jeremiah doesn't have the picture, so he can't vote. or something, I don't know.
Thank you, James. Okay, so Sagrada finishing third. In the final, would you believe it?
Scythe or Wingspan.
Scythe or Wingspan. We said it at the start of the podcast almost.
Yeah.
It is Scythe versus Wingspan.
I'm going to start this off.
Yeah.
For the amount of times I'm able to get Wingspan to the table over Scythe, that is the only difference between the 2 games. They are both exceptionally good. They're both published by the same company, so all the artwork is stellar. The components are stellar. Packaging is stellar. Mechanics are stellar. But I can get Wingspan to the table more often than I can get Scythe to the table. So I would recommend people play Wingspan over Scythe.
Good point. I would agree with everything Mark says, but Scythe is the best board game ever made. I'm voting for Scythe. Every game I would tell people, this is the best board game ever made. Sit down and give it a go. It's not that it's not as complicated as you might think.
No, it's not as complicated as it looks. I will grant you
that. Jerry?
I'm going to go Wingspan.
Thank you, Jerry.
Okay.
I've had more fun, happy memories playing Wingspan than Scythe.
You big shit.
Fun, happy memories. Very
good.
Pete?
Scythe.
Ooh! 2-all.
The public. James is going to vote Scythe.
James and Sarah.
Yeah, what is the baseball hit? Now, James, you're letting Sarah vote for Sagrada, so what's her vote for?
Scythe.
Does Sarah vote for Wingspan or Scythe?
What does Maliki say?
Malachi's getting involved. What the hell?
Maliki is saying. Maliki and Jimmy Barry are typing.
Yeah, well, I've asked for Sarah's vote on this one.
Scythe.
Sarah votes for Sagrada. Not played either, but can see Mark's reasoning.
Thank you, Maliki.
But look, if I said this, here's a reliable Volkswagen Golf it will never let you down. Or here's a mad Lamborghini Diablo. It looks class and mental. That's a bad analogy.
That's a terrible
Lamborghini.
analogy because they both look the exact same.
That's a terrible analogy. Wayne.
What?
Yeah.
It's like
I have no idea what.
here is a.
I don't know. I thought it was going somewhere with that, but
It's like here is the top of the line Lamborghini, and here is the top of the line Lamborghini with spinners on it. Which one do you want?
yeah.
They're both.
Spinner.
They're both.
Yeah.
It's a level playing field in terms of quality of production, artwork, packaging, mechanics. Same publisher, damn near same designer. Well, no, not the same designer, but
Nope.
Well,
No.
it doesn't matter.
I would just say for ease of getting it to the table, because I think Scythe overwhelms people, whereas Wingspan doesn't. If anything, there's probably more in Wingspan than there is in Scythe in terms of
Mhm.
what can happen during a game. But I think on aesthetics, Wingspan is more appealing to the general masses than Scythe is.
Side wins though.
Yeah,
That's
it
fine.
does.
Yeah,
It's
it's not a wrong decision. It's a tied match if ever I saw one.
We'll post up top 10 as it finished in the standings.
Very good.
Interesting. People might find this interesting. I don't know.
No, Jerry. Honestly, there is no salt at all. As I said, I own both of them. I love Scythe. It's a brilliant game, and I like Wingspan. I probably prefer Scythe over Wingspan, but I get to play Wingspan a lot more, so that's why I would pick it. So I'm equally as happy that Scythe, and the campaign for Scythe is amazing. I didn't do very well in it.
There is the top 10, and there's strength of schedule, as us card games would know what that means.
Scythe, Wingspan, Chorus, Sagrada, Memoir. I'm surprised Memoir is so high up.
I'm surprised it's that low down. It's a fantastic game.
Yeah, but you are a war gamer through and through.
Not. Yeah.
But it's very good.
You would play Ticket to Ride.
There you go.
There
you go, everybody. What's the word I'm looking for? The
Landing order.
Unequivocally.
The best game to rent out in the shop is Scythe.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ba, ba, ba.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Followed by Wingspan, Machikoro, Sagrada, Member 44, Pandemic, You Can Ride, The Quacks of Cronenberg, Cthulhu That May Die, and Just One. I think that's not far off the mark, really, to be honest.
No, it's a solid top 10.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah. There you go, guys. That was our World Cup of board games. What do we do next week?
I don't know.
God knows.
Favorite cards from Magic the Gathering?
I actually have one question for you. Speaking of Magic the Gathering, I came up with this question while we were doing this. So of all of these games, right? Yeah. Where would you put your recommendation for people to play Magic the Gathering? Because I'm getting back into Magic the Gathering, I suppose, for a second time. So I'm just wondering because Magic the Gathering isn't available to rent from the library, but where in the top 10 would you rate and insert Magic the Gathering if you had to?
Well, I think Magic the Gathering is an awesome game. If you were to ask, say, Mark, myself, you, and Jerry would sit down and go, do you want to play Scythe? Do you want to play some Commander in particular? I would go to play some Commander.
Same.
I was just wondering because here's two starter decks to play, for example, for people who are looking to play a game for an hour. So here's Scythe, or here's Magic the Gathering, or here's Machikoro. So would you put Magic the Gathering on the top then as a game to play in the shop?
It's a hard question to ask me because I'm a shop owner and I want to make money, obviously.
Yeah.
Part of the modus operandi of the shop. So I would automatically point them towards Magic. It's a great game. but there's obviously more things to buy in Magic. But board games are probably a better option, I think, for people.
Yeah, but I would kind of go with, say you had 10 constructed decks for the shop that people could rent out and play.
Yeah, there's actually a board game.
There's the Planeswalker game
thing you can buy called the Game Night thing. Do you know the Game Night YouTube channel?
No.
Your one is in it. What's your face?
Becca Scott.
You like Becca Scott?
Oh.
It's like 5 decks that you can in one box that you just play against each other.
All right.
But like we had all the Commander deck collections in the library for ages, and we were never rented it.
Never rented out.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'd always point people towards if you want to try Magic, there's decks there or whatever.
Yeah.
But like if people want to try Magic, there's a free product they can take and try Magic. Yeah.
No, I was just curious. That's all.
No, it's a great question, Mark.
Mm.
It really is. But I think board gamers and Magic card players are slightly different. There's not as much crossover as you might think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we'd be the exceptions rather than the rules.
Yeah. Because you can see when Magic players and board gamers are upstairs together, and Magic players are looking at board games. Oh, Jesus, what's that like? Really cool.
Okay.
And
sorry, I didn't mean to derail the end of the podcast, but I was just asking.
What?
It was a good question.
Oh, it's a great question. People who are interested in Magic usually dip their toe on their own outside the library. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. Because there's so many other ways to dip your toe into Magic than going into a gaming store.
Yes, there is. Okay, if you want to wrap it up there, so let's.
Okay.
Do you want
that was our board game where Scythe is the champion. Scythe is Brazil.
Well done, Scythe. Well done. Well played.
Well done.
Thanks for listening, if indeed you have been listening.
Just
Jerry?
one, your
Go
people
nuts for
took one.
gaming, everybody.
Go nuts for gaming. Goodbye. Everyone say bye. Everyone say bye.
Talk to you next week.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye
Bye bye.
bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.